Okay, so here we are at the very first, the inaugural Sexncare Cafe broadcast. We're live on Google Plus and on YouTube. So welcome to Ken Fry and anyone else who's joining us today. So my name is Bartleby Ross.
And my name's Eve Monique.
And today we're just going to talk a little bit about who we are and how we came to start Sexncare. Really, it started with you.
Yes, it started with me. I got the idea. I wanted a store online for women, women-friendly, people-friendly, basically, and with a different feeling than any other store on the online that I could find. And what I wanted to create is a store for women, no matter what age or body type, size, preferences, what level of sexuality you want to have in your life. You can go to our store and just explore. And what I wanted to create, like for example, in the lingerie section, we have not the normal type skinny bodies. We have normal women in our lingerie. We are using the plus size women. So when you open up and look at lingerie, you don't have to look at all the perfect bodies. You can just see women like you.
Which is really good, because how many women are there with perfect bodies? And I have to say, those plus size models that we've been using are fantastic.
They're hot.
They are hot.
They're and you're like, wow, that can look good on me too.
Yeah.
Instead of, oh, I can never fit that.
Right.
You know, because that's what you see on the internet. It's all perfect, and we're not. We're older. I'm 49. I'm not 26.
Man, you look really good for 49.
I've
got to say, you look really good for 49.
But I wanted something for women my age, other ages, like friends of mine or like in their 70s. They love the store too, because it is for any age. Because sex doesn't stop at 30,
40,
50,
60,
70.
In fact, we have some people who are in. You know, we do. We have a friend who's 92.
Still having
and
sex.
Still doing it. Yes.
That's what we're going for.
In fact, our friend Ken Fry, Ken, that brings you in here, I believe.
Yes. Yeah. First of all, I like the appeal of the store and making it for everyone. You know, because this is a really difficult subject for me. It's something I'm not used to discussing, because I have all these connotations that you know, sex is really just for perfect-bodied people, and you know, I'm not. It's very hard for me to be open about my sexuality. So, is this something? Are you guys going to be here, you know, talking more often? Because like hearing about people that are 92 having sex, that gives me. It makes me feel better about going out and pursuing a relationship and talking to women about sex that are 50 plus years old. Is this something you're going to do more often, or how am I going to know about these chats?
Well, yes, we're planning on doing these like several times a week, and I mean, we understand exactly what you're saying, Ken, and we want to help in that area. That was really the whole reason that I came along with Monique on this whole project, because I felt like, you know, I'm 60 now, and you know, my friends, they needed somewhere they could, you know, join the conversation, you know, for, you know, what about it? You know, are we going to continue to have sex now? And the baby boomer generation, like, you know, it feels like they want to continue to have sex into older age. And somehow there's always been a bit of a, not just a stigma, but it feels like the conversation just fell off the cliff once you reached a certain age. But we are not, you know, we're wanting to stimulate conversation, and we're going to have these hangouts so that we can keep this conversation going for.
Yeah, because there is so much possibility. Like there is, you know, there is solutions for a lot of problems, whether they're medically, through hormones, whether they're through stimulation of your mind, through helpful tools in sexuality. There's a lot available for everybody. And we're going to just discuss it all and talk about it and sell things in our store. And we just want to get it out there that sex is okay no matter how old you are. And you can
Well,
have sex however you want.
I've actually got a lot of reassurance just because, like I'm in the magazine, I'm going through the shopping line at the store. I see like Cosmopolitan, and I see stuff where I know women talk about sex, and I know that it's a topic and it's shared, but with guys, it's just something that we don't really talk about. We talk about, wow, that chick's really hot. Wow, that woman's really hot. But when it comes to really talking about sex and what goes on, especially at an older age, I'm not hanging out in a locker room playing ball anymore. I have no place to talk about this. So seeing that there's another male that's involved in this is very reassuring to me, and it's making me feel better about asking questions. So I really appreciate what you guys are bringing to the internet. I've never seen anything like this. This is really cool.
Yeah, we also looked around, and I think because we didn't see anything like this, that kind of gave us the green light to take on this whole project. It felt like there was like a niche, that was not being fulfilled, and we felt like we could bring something that would make a difference to a pretty large demographic. So that's what we're doing.
Well, could you guys do me a favor? Could you invite me to the next hangout, because I've got to go see a client in just a few minutes, but I'd really like to hear more about this. I'd like to become involved with your group. And do you know if are there going to be more people joining, or should I tell some friends about this? What?
Yes, yeah. Well, this is our inaugural cafe, so we just kind of wanted, to have just a few individuals on this one. But as we move along in these next weeks, yes, we're going to start inviting people, and please invite as many friends as you can. And we look forward to kind of also talking, an interaction back and forth, so we can get some conversation going that will be helpful to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really cool. It feels really informal. It feels like I can talk to you, and I'm not as scared as I am when I talk to somebody in person about sex. So, wow, thanks a lot for inviting me today. I really like this format.
And we also would like, if you feel not comfortable, you can always put your camera offline so we don't see you, and it's really anonymous, and you can feel really confident and comfortable in your own home to be anonymously asking your questions and open up in our.
Yeah, that's cool. I can do that.
If you'd like that.
Right.
That's a cool tip. Thanks. And is Eve Monique is your name, ma'am?
Monique, yes.
Monique. Okay. Well, it's very nice to meet you. And Bartleby, really, thanks a lot for making me feel welcome in this inaugural hangout. Had no idea what I was getting into when you invited me, but wow, that's cool. So shoot me another invite.
Very much, Ken. So yeah.
And remember, sex with care.
Yeah, lots of
That's
it.
our motto.
All right.
All righty. Hey, thanks. We'll see you next time.
Next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.